Yo guys, TeamVLR Matt here with my friend
Jonathan.
He's got a profile for you guys. It's
Yeah, so this is following that combo video. This is the BA SPYRAL Gouki list.
Yeah, 60 cards.
60 cards, yeah.
It's yeah, you know, let's get into it.
Oh yeah, so let's go into it. So before I start, the reason why I wanted to play this deck was because I really love spirals, but I find that they're not very consistent. So I found that ways of getting to a sold and other combo pieces that I'll show actually gets you to double helix, gets you to sleeper. So it was actually more consistent. And putting in 60 cards, there's lots of starter cards that you'll see. And the BAs are really good for making Invoker. Okay, so I'll just start with the hand traps. So 3 Ash, 3 Ogre,
ooh, interesting,
and 2 Bell.
2 Bell, okay.
Yeah. So I think 8 hand traps in a 6 card deck is good. Like, you see enough of them. Bell, I think, is really good because it negates Called by the Grave. Generally, when you're facing Gouki, 1 hand trap is generally enough yeah. But if they have Called by the Grave, then it's no good.
Yeah.
But the Ghost Bell negating that, it might be enough just to get you there and stop their combo. So let's start. Now we'll go with the spiral part,
sure.
Spiral Engine. Okay.
Ooh, only 2 super agent.
Yeah, so
weird. Oh god.
1 sleeper, 1 master plan, 2 agents, 1 quick fix, and 1 drone. So
much glare.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
So
the lights in the background of the drone.
So you notice a couple of things here. So the 2 super agents, you only need 2 for the full combo in the last video. The 3rd super agent you could theoretically run instead of a random BA or something because it is a monster, but you can only use super agents special summon effect once per turn. But it's a good extender if you just have a Gouki and a super agent and you're lucky like I am. Always calling it right. The master plan is needed for the search, but you'll notice I play sleeper but not last resort.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, last resort's a brick in this deck. Like, it serves no other purpose. It's not a warrior. I don't play any other way of getting on the field, so I cut it. The ending field in the combo has all co-linked monsters with service. So even when sleeper gets destroyed, it doesn't really matter. And honestly, even in other sort of weird scenarios, sleeper gets destroyed, I get to summon a super agent, and that's almost just as good. Some other, combo cards: 3 Armageddon and 3 Malicious.
Nuts.
It is the nuts. It makes a soul, then it makes summon sorceress, only with 1 normal summon. I like this. I tried making a 40 card version of this deck, but I found that the 3 Malicious would brick all the time. So now having 60 cards means I don't draw Malicious as often, and even drawing 1 isn't so bad. I just discard with a Nightmare and keep going. Now for the BAs, play quite a few. Play 3 Skarms, 3
Farfa.
Yeah, 3 Farfa, 2 Alec, 2 Libic, 1, and 1.
Just like going off camera.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Seer, Graph, and Calcap. So it doesn't matter if these cards have effects.
Yeah, those are irrelevant.
Completely irrelevant. It's like playing a bunch of junk forwards, but it's even better than junk forward. One thing that, so I play 3 Farfa and 2 Alec. One thing that I'll often do is if I have either of those in hand, I'll summon it to my opponent's side of the field and summon Sorceress. So the way that the chain link works, like let's say if they summon Overraptor or something, so they'll summon it, Alec on the side of the field will go to Grave. Overraptor will be chain link 1 and Alec will be chain link 2, so I can negate it. Same thing with Farfa, getting rid of a linked material or something. That's really good. I also play Foolish Burial and like with Nightmare discards. Sometimes these effects can be useful.
But they're just junk forwards.
But honestly, they're just junk forwards. And like in the last video, any 2 BAs, no other cards in hand, is the full board. No normal summons, so it's really good. And that's also another thing. It helps me to play around hand traps because it lets me have a no normal summon Invoker. Also, I play 1 Tour Guide because also normal summoning Tour Guide is the whole combo. Now the Goukis: 2 Super X, 1 Twist Cobra, 1 Headbat, and 2 Octo Stretch. Only 2 Super X because the chance of me drawing another Gouki in my hand is actually pretty low. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's pretty low. Twist Cobra, also no other reason to play another one. Not a good normal summon. Headbat's a good extender, but it's a minus extender, so also not another reason to. The reason I run 2 Octo Strikes is in case I draw one,
Yeah.
and for another card I'm about to show, it's very important for me to have a level 1 in my deck. And so what could it be? Rescue Ferret.
Oh my god, only one.
Only one.
Just one.
Only one because it's searchable by Summon Sorceress.
Yep.
Because of Summon Sorceress targeting this is Radiant.
Yep.
If you're unsure of how that works, I suggest you watch the last video on TeamVLR's channel.
Yep.
Give that a like and a subscribe.
Yep.
But yeah, so the combo is to use this. Oh, no, I won. I won.
So,
Yeah, I won.
some attorney reporting going
Turning
on.
reporting. Ryan, he's a hound. So Rescue Ferret, the combo, using Rescue Ferret's effect to summon Drone, Quick Fix, and a level 4. Usually it's Super Agent, and so that's how you get the Sleeper and the Double Helix and all of that. So it's really good. But even if you like hard draw it, it's really good. Part of me wants to play 3, but I'm not really sure how to fit it.
Yeah. It's not, since you can search it, it's not too necessary.
Yeah, exactly. But I think one day this card's gonna be really, really broken.
Yeah. I mean, this deck's already like nutty.
Yeah. One Ibly, you need it also for the, you don't need it for the combos, but also there's no reason not to since it's a 60 card deck. Okay, so that's all for the monsters. It's quite a few monsters. Spells, 1 Phoenix, and so I run 2 equips.
Big
Phoenix
Red.
and 1 Big Red. You don't want to send Big Red,
Yeah,
but if you have to,
it's there. It's an option.
2 rematch.
Interesting.
I can get away with 1.
Yeah, you can play one, yeah.
But it's good for the grind game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't get the combo, right? Or if you get build or something. 3 of no normal summon warrior.
Sure.
So good. I don't play Kagari. I don't have room for Kagari, even if I did want to play it. But yeah, it was really good. The broken 1 of power spells, 1 for 1, Foolish, Resort, Monsterborn, Rhoda, and Soul Charge. Yeah, these are all at 1 for a good reason, all broken.
Yep.
If I see any one of these in my hands, it's a good day.
Bring Resort back to 3.
Bring Resort back to 3, please.
Please.
Amen. And 3 Call by the Grave. Literally no reason not to run this in a combo deck.
Yep.
And lastly, Shade Brigandine and Rescue.
Another warrior and
Yeah, you need 1 Rescue for the combo.
yep. Cool.
Okay, so extra deck.
Yep.
Extra deck is very tight. So the 1 Invoker to start the combo. 1 Link Revo. 1 Mermaid.
Yep.
1 Assault.
Yep.
2 Goblins.
2 goblins.
In the combo, use 2 goblins. But even if you're like kind of freestyling and you get hand trapped or something,
Something else.
second goblin is
Yep.
really good. 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Unicorn. These are all standard, very necessary. Mrs. Radiant for the Sun Sorceress combo. Sun Sorceress with the Sun Sorceress combo. Spiral Double Helix, you only need 1. Trigate Wizard, Firewall, and the last slot is flexible. I run Borload, but I'm going to switch it to Boral Sword.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's the extra deck. Now, what's the side deck?
Yeah. Side deck is pretty streamlined. I don't know if it's optimal. Like, I play this deck a lot. I played it a lot online. I try to make it as competitive as possible, so I try to work on the side deck as well. So 2 Gamma Seal, better than Sphere Mode, just because I usually don't have to normal summon, but if I do have to, this is still much better. And I usually just have to get rid of either the Extra Link or the Trigate, and this is fine. So 2 Gamma Seal, 3 Cherries. So I don't side any Cherries like targets. I think that my extra deck is diverse enough that really anything is good.
You can maybe fit Kagari if you want on the side.
Yeah, exactly. But I found in my testing, Cherries in Kagari, even in the pure striker match, is like almost not even enough when they have Widow Anchor.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's that. I'll actually save these 3 for last. It's actually my own spice.
Okay.
But
Sure.
so 2 Twin Twisters and 3 Red Reboots. This deck, like all combo decks, die hard to traps and harder to floodgates.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's fair.
2 evenly matched.
Yep.
Another sort of trap deck going second.
Yeah.
Outside these 5 cards going first or second against any trap deck, but I'll side these as well going second.
Why not?
Yeah. I don't always side these cards for like combo decks like Gouki or Tri-Gate board decks. I would rather have more hand traps, but if I can find some room, I'll put it in. And the last 3 cards are 3 Magical Midbreaker Field.
Oh, why?
So going first, they know you're playing like this Regenerate combo deck, right?
Yeah.
So they'll side anywhere between 11 and 15 hand traps against you. Magical Midbreaker Field, for those who don't know, protects your monsters during your main phase from targeting and also from destruction. So it protects you from Ogre, which people tend to use on the firewall. It protects you from Gamma, and it protects you from Effect Veiling. So these are all, and my deck can actually play through an Ash very well. People usually Ash the Invoker, but I make a no normal summon Invoker, so that's fine. So it plays through Ash incredibly well. And yeah, so I'm playing against TeamVLR's George. I had this, he drew Effect Veiler and Ogre, and that was kind of the end.
He said Ogre in his head, he said sit there.
Exactly. And yeah, so I think this is a really good card. It's making a big splash in OCG to protect against hand traps if you're playing an FTK deck. So I think that this card's really good, and it's going to get even better. So that's the whole deck profile. I had a whole lot of fun with it. It can be very consistent, but like any deck, you can draw all of your extenders and no combo pieces. But I think that the combos are kind of limitless here, and it's a very fun deck to play. And if you want to net deck it, you really should.
Cool. Guys, that was the profile. Let us know what you think. Any suggestions or questions, let us know. And yeah, TeamVLR is out.